Testing. Alright. Okay. Yes, starting with updates. Don't really have any updates. And I don't even know where to start. I have nothing to talk about, but I don't know where to start. Yeah, so things are not going very well because I cannot decide on what to do with it. I know previously I probably said something along the lines of just going on with any old style that I can find. But even then, I'm still having a lot of issues executing the rendering for the hair. And then the more I do it, the more I feel like it's not right to not have something more original or more unique. So right now everything's kind of stuck. And then the vicious cycle of not having enough sleep, which then impairs judgment, which then makes it even harder to sleep because there's no progress. It's not really helping at the moment. So today I'm probably not going to touch anything Live 2D related. I looked at it briefly before I started the stream. Yeah, just as stuck as always. At this rate, I don't even know if I can finish in 2 months. There's always a way forwards. It's just that right now it's kind of stuck. Yes, I'm also very dead tired. I don't know what to do for today. I've been thinking about it since I ended the stream yesterday. I don't know what to do for today. We could do more Live 2D sort of tech stuff where we just kind of discover and learn more things, but I think I should wait for the main rigging to catch up, because even if I learn anything now, there's a lot of nuance to the whole process that, you know, like if you do a lot of this, if you have a lot of experience, it becomes second nature. But if you don't, which is usually the range of competency that I'm operating on, is that we don't have a lot of practice, but we pay more attention during the tests in order to be aware of a lot of these things, so as to appear that we are experienced by having all of these things accounted for. But the only way that this will work is that we are sort of, you know, have it fresh in our memory as we do the actual thing. And at the rate that this is going, it's gonna take a while before we catch up, so I might as well save whatever that's remaining, which is not much anyways, until the main model catches up. Then we do some tests, then we leverage the stuff we learn in the tests. So all that is to say that I don't think I'll be doing Live 2D for a while. So that brings us back to what are we gonna do today. I still don't know. There is a idea, which is to just, where's it open? Which is to just go back to sort of go back to the original whole goal of why are we doing this in the first place, right? If I'm kind of here to draw my own character, to create my own world, it's gonna take a while. How do I say this? We're gonna have to explore a lot of different stuff, all the original inspirations that inspired me. I think we're kind of far off from that, especially doing this Live 2D stuff for this long. But yeah, I don't know if we can paint anything. I'm just gonna go through some of these older references for a bit. And maybe something's interesting enough. Oh, right. Yeah. Hello, Noman. No Man Island. Good afternoon. We're in a bit of a slump, so kind of looking for answers in a sense. I know things are broken if I'm looking at a board that this board is meant to have everything that is, I don't know, that I feel the most something about, most inspired. And I'm looking at it and I'm not feeling anything, so it definitely feels like we've blown a fuse here. Hmm. That's my plan for today. My plan for today is to find a plan, I think. Because, yeah, I don't know what to do now at this point. I haven't crossed that threshold where art is fun. So it takes a bare minimum of activation energy, motivation to get me started. And currently, because of lack of sleep and most of my attention being directed to Live 2D, and the fact that Live 2D isn't really progressing, despite all the effort, is it's causing some issues. And because of that, I don't really feel like doing anything. I feel like I should do something, but I don't know what I should do. Because art takes a lot of time, a lot of effort and detail. Paying attention to the details, and all of those things are quite hard to do when you're not that motivated. You could do studies, but it feels really dry. I think we're missing that flair, that inspiration that got us started in the first place. Yeah, what can I even do actually? Cityscapes like this would be what got us started, but each one of these at bare minimum is gonna take us an entire week. If we want something original, that is. If we just want a quick study, then it's gonna be a lot faster, I think. Somehow, I honestly do not know what to do. This is the Arknight's gallery that has all the backgrounds and character art and everything that's taken from the game itself. Oh my god. Are these like different faces? Yeah, it does look like they're all just different faces. Lamau. Every single one. Holy crap. Is this why the game is so damn big? Dang. They didn't just upload the face and just, oh my god, cut it into place or something. Why does Muses have like 10 bajillion faces compared to everyone else? What's that? 6, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, almost 27 times 5. That's 100 and something different versions. What? There's 100 different versions? Or is this a glitch? Because it looks the same. Oh my god. And then meanwhile over here when you have like one. He's bad, man. There's an updated version of A-Ship. Oh dang, is that right? Oh my god, thank you very much. Big pop. I'll share the images as updated, I see. I don't know either, to be fair. I feel like this is from the latest event, because I've just played it today instead of working. But actually, you know what? It's not what I've seen today. To be fair, I skipped all the story, but it doesn't look very relevant theme-wise. This looks more Southeast Asian than Chinese. This looks like South American now. I don't know what the order of the images is, because I feel like I've seen stuff somewhere here. Oh, I lost it. Actually, I don't know where I've seen what, but... what to do? Anyways. Items. This might be an interesting thing to try. Pretty simple, mostly skies. Art challenge. You know, considerable. It's just that I think most of the burnout right now is coming from being stretched a little too thin. But yeah, like if it's an art challenge in terms of not taking it too seriously, just borrowing the idea of creating something within a certain limit that is provided, it will be interesting. But it's just that I don't really feel like investing into doing something. I don't know. It's Usually in this kind of state, it is either we walk around and we find something that is like very inspiring. It's like, hey, I want to do the same color composition, concept, background, etc., etc. Or we follow some sort of very strict plan in terms of, you know, do this study, do this thing because we know, you know, that it's gonna make you a better person, a better artist with the experience. And then you just do it. And then in doing it, you'll learn something, and maybe that will inspire you a bit more. Or if you, yeah. Right, so if you do it well, you feel confident. If you don't do it well, you might learn something, so on and so forth. I think mostly it's just being too tired. When you have no energy, everything looks like a pain in the ass. And it's mostly where we stand at the moment. Damn, some of these are really old, man. Some of these. Oh, I wonder if this is 3D. Looks like a render. Anyways, thank you for the suggestion though. Maybe something snow related, because the only thing that's complicated enough that I've ever done is snow related. And honestly, I think that the only reason why this worked was mostly because there was enough stuff in the image that you know, the rendering itself doesn't matter too much anymore as long as it delivered the idea. Yeah, I still don't really... don't know. Might be interesting. I'll just hold on to this for now. Honestly, at the end of the day, everything is always simple. It just comes down to if I want to draw something today or do I not want to draw something today.
こと忘れちゃいたくてもう思い出すこともなくなったって嘘ついてみたけど平気なふりしてもでも好きなこと思い出して涙なんて流してみちゃってやっぱり忘れるまで好きだよと思ってるよねえさっぱり忘れるまで好きでいたいって思ってるよただきっぱり次の恋も見つけようと思ってるよいつだって大丈夫この世界はダンソール君がいるから愛を知ることがまたできる大好きを歌える知らぬ間に誰かいるそれに甘えすぎてるどこかできっと僕のことを恨んでる人がいるため息を吐いて吸って吐かれては幸せを見逃しちゃうけどきっと結構ありがち足元にあるものいつだって大丈夫この世界はダンスホール君がいるから愛を知ることがまたできる今日もほら日が昇る時代が回るダンスホール悲しいこと
I'm thinking what would it be like if I try to turn this into like a snow sort of setting with the same buildings, with everything the same. I'm not very confident. I think what's gonna happen, I imagine myself in the middle of the thing. And I think the vision isn't strong enough. I'm gonna be lost in the middle. There is like a new thing though.
君たちったら何でもかんでも分類区別ジャンル分けしたがる人はなぜか分類したがる習性があるとかないとかこの世の中に種類の人間がいるとかいう君たちが標的持ってるやつと持てないやつとかちゃんとやるやつとやってないやつとか
Yeah, okay. Yeah, background's probably not a good idea. Probably just go back to character art then.
つまりそれはそんなシンプルじゃないもっと曖昧で繊細で不明瞭な何か例えば持ってるのに出せないやつやってるのにいけないやつ持ってるのに悟ったふりして透かしてるうちに不安になっちゃったりするやつ所詮あんたはギフテッド私は普通の主婦テスト 可愛いでしょ素晴らしいでしょ不可能の証明の完成なんじゃない夢を持ってなんて言ってないそんな無責任になりはしないただその習性に食われないでそんなハビットを捨てるたび見えてくる
Yeah, probably not getting much done today. I'm just going to wander around. Maybe let's sleep for a bit. Hmm.
大人の俺が言っちゃいけないこと言っちゃうけど説教するってぶっちゃけ快楽酒の魚にすりゃもう傑作でもって君も進むきっかけになるそれぞれでウィンウィンじゃんこりゃこれで残念じゃんそもそもそれって君次第だしその後なんか俺興味ないわけこの先君はどうしたいって人に問われることをしたい終わりじゃないと信じたいけどそうじゃなきゃかなり非常事態君たちがその分類された普通の箱でくすぶってるからさ俺は人生
Oh, so you. Right, but this doesn't work very well with the thing.
俺のあの頃を分類したら誰の目から見ても明らかすぐ世の中金だとか愛だとか運だとか縁だとかなぜにもして片付けちゃうの俺たちはもっと曖昧で複雑で不明瞭な何か悟ったふりして怒るなよ君に君を分類する能力なんてない俺たちだって動物こういうのって好物ここまで言われたらどう普通腹の底からこう普通普通と俺たちだって動物ゆえに持ちうるオリジナルな習性自分で自分を分類するなよ壊してみせるよそのバッドハビット壊してみせるよそのバッドハビット
まあね Everything is the same.
ここまで言われたらどう普通腹の底からこう普通普通と俺たちだって動物ゆえに持ちうるオリジナルな習性自分で自分を分類するなよ壊してみせろよそのバッドハビット
あれ
壊してみせろよそのバッドハビット
ここだYes, thank you. Have a good lunch.
僕は左手にぬるいマグカップ君の右眉は少し垂れている朝がこんなにも降った一つでいい知らぬボタンの一つでいい君の胸を打て心を忘れるほどの幸福を一つでいいんだ右も左もわからぬほどに
And I actually haven't drawn anything in a long time. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way. Today is just going to be today is mostly just going to be a write-off, I think. I'm just going to be sitting here doing random stuff. There's a balance between like burning sleep and then trying to catch up with work. And then burning work to catch up with sleep. Because if the goal is clear and your work is very well defined and laid out, then I guess it makes sense. You can burn a bit of sleep just to get it done as soon as possible. Because after it's done, it frees your mind up to be a little bit more relaxed and sleep better and whatnot. At least in my case. But that's a gamble, because if the work doesn't go well, then now you're in the deficit for both. And it's kind of the situation right now. And being lack on sleep means that everything else is gonna be worse. Everything that you do is gonna be worse. Today might just be a reset. It's gonna take a lot more than just one day though, but regardless. Our current situation is that as long as Live 2D is it's not done, the it's just gonna be a little bit overextended, I think. We're just gonna be a little bit overextended. Stay.
ボタンの一つでいい君の胸を打て涙も忘れるほどの幸福を少しでいいんだ今日の小雨が止むための太陽少しでいい君の世界に少しでいい僕の靴跡をわかるだろうか君の幸福は一つじゃないんだ右も左もわからぬほどに手探りの夜の中を君が行く長いこれからを僕だけは笑わぬことをその一つを教えられたなら何を食べても味がしないんだ体が消えてしまったようだあなたの心と私の心がずっと一つだと思ってたんだ夕闇迫る雲の上いつも立場で飛んでいる
I suppose? I'm not 100% sure. My brain is right now broken, and I'm not even able to evaluate if this is a rest day or not. I just feel like I'm existing outside of the realm of reality right now. Like, I'm just not connected, if anything. Everything is kind of broken. So I don't know what to do today. I don't feel like doing anything today. But I literally do not feel like anything today. Like, it's not like I want to stop to play some games or like watch some videos. I just don't want to do anything. I think it's burnout in the true sense of the word. But I also don't want to just be like, hey, you know, we're gonna do nothing today. So I don't know if it's really a rest day. It's kind of like a rest day. But if it were truly a rest day, I think I should probably just hop offline. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not exactly an off day, but it's kind of like an off day in the sense that we're not pushing ourselves to be better technically or like trying to finish Live 2D or like trying to do any. I just... yeah. Anyways, I'm confused. That's why what I'm saying might not make a lot of sense. I hope that the idea is getting across though. Thank you. Don't know what I want to do. Maybe, okay, you know what? If we really don't want to load anything, I should... So, there are so many paths in front of me. I can see all the different paths and I can see what they lead to. Walking it isn't necessarily that easy because you do have to execute it within the parameters of each path in order to, you know, get what you want out of each path. Like, for example, if I were to focus on Live 2D, then might have to turn off certain checks. I have to just focus on getting something out, but the end product might not be something I want, and I have to be willing to accept that. But I'm not, so I'm not walking down that path. So that's out. We can try to pick up more skills, but again, you need to be super committed. You need to be a little bit more focused onto the goal of just learning something and not necessarily produce anything. And of course, Life 2D is going to make zero progress in the meantime. That I'm also unwilling to do. For a few reasons. I want to work on Life 2D, but at the same time, I also don't feel like investing that much time. Man, anyways, I see all these paths, all these actions that I can take, and if this was a game, I'm just sitting at the dialogue option right now. I'm just sitting there and thinking about, hey, you know what? I just don't feel like making a choice today. And if that is the case, if I'm just gonna goof off today, then I shouldn't bother rendering anything. I'm not gonna try and render anything then. If I try to render something, at least I can make a little bit of progress. Because at the end of the day, it's the rendering that's kind of holding me back right now with Life 2D. I think my usual rendering, if you can even call it my usual rendering, I haven't done anything original in so long, but it's not very it's not very good for Life 2D because it's just too messy. It relies, as much as I like to say that I don't like painterly sort of vibe stuff, I think especially with regards to the hair, it's very vibe based. It's not very solid in terms of the forms. It's not very clear as to, hey, this is that and this is what. Like, it's just like a mass of colors and lines and be like, hey, you know, it's hair. It's kind of like hair, kind of works as hair. But Life 2D needs to be a little bit more precise with the thing. Especially if we want to do that technique where the outline is sort of outside of everything. Because then you have to be very clear as to, this is one bundle of hair and this one bundle of hair. This is how they sort of join together. So yeah, originally I was thinking of just doing some random sketches, but still maybe do some rendering, do some development in that regard, style development in that regard. But that requires turning on that sort of the evaluation part of my brain. Just officially not working anymore. Because the usual stuff that I do like is no longer reacting. That means the calibration is off, so it's kind of broken. Or maybe just line art? I don't know. Like, this feels checked. I don't know why. The thing is that I feel like what I'm feeling now makes a lot of sense and it's a good thing. As much as this stream is called style development, we haven't really done too much sort of exploration and finding, I feel like still. But now that if I'm trying to make a Life 2D and I want to have something unique that's more something that I can call my own, then it's forcing me to make those decisions to be like, hey, do I really like a clean style like this, or do I want to go with something that's a little bit more complicated and more painterly like we usually tend to do? As much as we say like I don't like it, but it's what I tend to do, then maybe that's who I am. But yeah, anyways, right now it's a very interesting period. Where a lot of things that I thought that's not necessarily true, but yeah. Anyways, it's very complicated times right now. And then based on my reaction to the current situation, I can also sort of get a glimpse get a glimpse of why is it that all of these issues are arising. Why do I have all these problems still? And I can trace it all the way back to like 10 years ago and be like, hey, you know what? I think it started then. Yeah, if I draw line art like this, right, like, and I can't exactly have like a really clean live 2D and be like, hey, you know, this is my character. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like that's not right. It's just giving sort of the wrong impression. Oh, proportion sequences. Oh, it is still online after all. Dun, dun, dun. It's still not August yet, we still have July, so tablet is acting up. Maybe just buy a tablet on stream or something. When in doubt, spend money. So I need to find the source real quick. Oh, never mind, I found it. Magic. For people who are interested. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe Live 2D, like a break from Live 2D would probably be a good idea. Pretty sure it's we're too deep into it to really see the big picture. It's definitely lost on me at this point. Probably need to take a step back. Maybe do some more original stuff to just go back to and be like, hey, you know, this is where we want to go. Not what I'm showing right now. Hello, Igami. But like try and find out where is it that we want to go first before we commit into like Live 2D. I think, yeah, Live 2D is an interesting problem because I can just say that, you know, we get something in the interim to work with while we discover ourselves. But if I can't accept that something is incomplete, then I would just have to wait until I can make something that is complete. Hello, Igami. I'm just talking about how at this point everything is kind of a a little bit of a mess. I'm sort of losing... I wouldn't say motivation. Would I say motivation? Like Life 2D, I still very much am motivated to finish. As tedious as it is, it's kind of a mess. But I can get through it. It's just that I can't decide on the style. Constipation, that too. Well, not really. I usually get the opposite of constipation, but anyways. Yeah. Anyway, today Life 2D is currently stuck on stylization problems. And as long as it's stuck on stylization problems, I'm worried that I will make something and then I will go back and look at it in 2 days and be like, hey, you know what? I don't like this. So that's why it's currently on pause until I can come up with something that is satisfactory. Which might take 5,000 years. Quite different from usual art style. The Live 2D. Oh no, the one that you've been seeing so far is just a test. That thing has nothing to do with the final one. There's a technical test to just learn the ropes, essentially. To try some of the techniques, follow some of the tutorials. Because I don't think it's a good idea to jump into the final thing without trying it once first. Because there are setup incompatibility, potentially, between the different techniques and between different parts that we want to move. Which is why, yeah. So, I mean, down the line, it'd be disingenuous to say that whatever that I make, the final version that I make is my first Live 2D. It would be the first complete Live 2D model, but it would definitely not be the first one. At this point, I've made like quite a few now. I've at least made 2 faces. 2.5, I guess. The eyes and stuff and all that, we've made at least 2 plus as well. Expressions. I've done animations, I have done a bunch of physics stuff. I'm starting to get a better picture of the Live 2D setup, of how people set things up. And then, my god, this little guy is weird as heck. But yes, anyways, yes, exactly. Actually, Igami, you brought up a really good point. I think that's exactly the problem that I think I want to avoid, is that people come in, they look at the model, they look at what I actually draw, and then it's like a huge gap. And like, honestly, I'm okay with having a gap to some extent, because Live 2D is... How do I say this? Like, I think originally I had this problem before. Like, a long time ago, I talked about this on stream before, and is that because I never really have a style to call my own, and it's it might be, on the other hand, like, it might be interesting because I don't have a style to call my own. I might as well experiment with a bunch of different styles, right? Then in which case, Live 2D, I can find the most polished Live 2D style or model that I can find, and then make a study of that, and then make my own character in that, right? There's gonna be a style difference between what I usually do, but it is justified in exploration and stuff like that. I think that is fine as well. It's what I originally thought. Right now, I'm just unable to stomach this, because I feel like it's something that, number one, it's gonna be moving. It's gonna be what people are staring a lot at, and I just don't feel like I'm doing it right by my character, because I don't think... Because even though it's gonna take a lot of effort to polish it up and break it up and whatnot, I still feel like it's taking the easy way out, right? So it feels like I'm not doing my best, which I don't want to. But I also don't know if I have the skills and capabilities right now to actually do something super original, because I don't recognize anything as my own at the moment. And without that part, I cannot do anything. Like, it's like, I draw anything, I'm like, hey, you know, doesn't look like mine. It's not mine. I have like 10 bajillion references that I'm aware of where I took all these shapes from, and like, doesn't really work. Right now, at least this face, you know, I kind of just draw it without any reference. I only need the angle reference for alignment purposes, but But the hair, right? So the problem now is the hair. I actually do have a set of facial proportion right now that is, I forgot exactly what it looks like, but that actually is done without reference. So, I mean, of course, whatever that I can draw right now is also learned from reference, but let's just say that as long as I'm not directly referencing as something more original, then let's say that part is original. So that's great, but the hair, I am stuck on the hair. I don't know what I'm doing here either. Hang on. It's very distracting with the side angle. Not to mention the angle is different here because we're pointing the nose up higher. So yeah, the hair right now is the problem because whatever that I do right now, it's like a blah, blah, blah junk. And then the rendering as well. I don't render a lot enough to have anything consistent. And usually it's just putting like a bunch of lines of different color and whatnot. It would be fine in an illustration, but in Live 2D it might get too noisy. Especially because it's hovering around the eyes here. So all of these considerations and it's kind of stopping me from going ahead. My backup plan is that since the face proportion does work, although it is different from what you're seeing here, I do believe. Okay, I'm gonna skip the stuff that's difficult for today actually, because it's a bit too... I'm already burnt out. There's no reason to spend 5 bajillion years to get something unstuck here. So just her now, Mama. I'm just gonna do more face sketches right now, I guess. Right, anyways, the backup plan is that if I cannot figure anything out with the hair, I'm going to do the rest of the rigging first. With the clothing. Because I can do the face just fine. We know how that works now. We know how that works quite well. And I even drew out like the side angles. So I'm aware of what she's gonna look at from the side angle. So that rigging part would take probably like 1-2 hours tops. And then we can get it done. Chop chop. And it will be good quality. Because I know all the different parts now. And then I can then figure out the body with the clothing. And when everything is there, then we go back to the hair. Maybe it'd be easier. Something else holding on to the overall image. I don't know. Anyways, today I'm just gonna do sketches, I guess. I should experiment with the rendering, but I've been doing that for the past 5 days. It's not working out. What am I talking about, actually? I've been so tired at work. I basically sleep like 2 to 3 hours at work a day. Because I just literally cannot open my eyes. Oh my god. It is not that big of a problem in my workplace because it's about getting stuff done. And as long as I'm getting stuff done, no one's really gonna bat an eye. I mean, the guy beside me literally sleeps for like 30-40 minutes a day. And then his alarm like always scares the shit out of me during lunch break. So it's not like it's that uncommon. Although I have to say it's very annoying. The alarm is very annoying because it's the same one I use myself in the morning. And I don't need to tell you guys how that feels like to hear it for no reason. Just get a random jolt of adrenaline. So I time it. I see that I come back from lunch, I see that he's asleep. I'm like, hey, you know, the next half an hour mark is probably like this, right? It's probably 1 o'clock, 2:30, or like 1:30. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go take a shit. I'll just go sit in the toilet. And then whenever I come back, he's like, oh, he's awake. Okay, thank God. I don't have to listen to his alarm. So yeah, I'm dodging people's alarm in the toilet now. Kind of funny. Are we having a good meal? But yes, work is a starting to become a problem. I definitely feel like I'm living on borrowed time right now. All of these plans that we're doing, where all the streams and stuff, it's definitely on borrowed time. And I say that because in order to have enough energy for doing all these things, I have to take a lot of shortcuts for a lot of different aspects of life, including like work, including like eating and all that. And all of these things are gonna catch up in one different way, shape, or form or another in the coming future. So it's not sustainable. At some point, I have to call it, and I have to be a little bit more hands-on with those things as well, which is gonna take attention away from this. Which is why I'm also feeling the pressure to get Life 2D done quick. But you know, it might be a little bit abstract when I put it this way, but to put it concretely, like let's say for example, I'm not eating properly, right? So nutrient deficiency and stuff like that, it's gonna be a problem down the line. I can't keep it up for too long. And then work-wise, it is I'm using the same strategy I used in university, which is very effective in getting shit done. But the downside is that retention is very bad, meaning that when people expect you to get better over time, you're not really getting better over time, because instead of trying to really improve in a bunch of different aspects as you're working, your whole goal is to just get things done. And the downside to that is that you don't pay too much attention to what you're doing. You just focus on the objective, achieve the objective, move on to the next task. And I appreciate your effort to find that find those kanji and put it in here. So yeah, at some point in time I'm gonna be called into a meeting down in the not so distant future, and I need to make sure that whatever that it is I'm trying to achieve here needs to be done when that happens. And there's only one thing that we're really trying to achieve here, honestly. The entire goal of this entire series of streams, is as the first, you know, 2 words of the title, of every single stream title says, is to develop a style. Something that's a little bit more stable, that I can use without thinking too hard. Because once that is ready, art will be a little bit more, quite a bit more enjoyable, I think, because I don't have to worry about solving stylization problems every time now. And then that frees the whole activity of drawing and art up as a form of recreation. Right now it's literally work. And once we can make it like recreational, I don't know if this sounds kind of insane to you guys, because I don't know why it feels like I don't know how other people feel like when they draw. To me, it's half the time it's like, oh my god, it's such a pain in the ass. But yes, I'm hoping to make it less of pain in the ass, more fun, more sustainable. Right, I need to hit the bare minimum for that to happen. The bare minimum amount of stability for that to happen. With the current plans, it doesn't really look like it's happening this year though. So anyways, that's why things are not looking so good recently, because there's a lot of warnings going off as I'm executing this plan. Some of them are stacking up, it's not very good. And then my coworker who likes to talk about Shit. He really likes to talk about how I should treat this like treat my work more seriously. He's not from like the same team, so he doesn't know how I'm performing, which is not bad. But the thing is, he feels like I could go further. And then every time he says it, I'm like, come on, man, I'm just trying to get by here. Yes, new Naoki book, man. My guy is an internet model. I don't know the virus. I know what you're the sort of what you're saying, because I've had people say that to me a lot, like that like they think that I'm processing like what's the word, moving pretty quickly. But the issue with me is that even if that's the case, right? So number one, even if that's the case, I cannot tell myself, because I know that if I tell myself that, I start to be content, I will stop pushing myself and productivity will fall. So I can never, first of all, I cannot tell myself that. So I always tell myself that I can go faster. And then the second thing is, when people tell me that, it's really hard for me to accept it unless I have the results to show for it. Because I see things in a very result-oriented way. Like for example, right now, if you're telling me that I'm objectively fast with Live 2D, that may objectively be the case, right? And it's not that I don't believe you, it's that until I create a model that I can be proud of, that I can say like, hey, all of these effort that I've put in, all the time that I've put in, has resulted in something that I'm satisfied with. Until that happens, it's as though I didn't learn anything at all. Because if you learn a skill and you don't use it and produce something, what's the difference between you just not learning in the first place? Is how I always see things. So until the result comes out, myself sort of evaluation is always going to be like, hey, you suck dicks right now. You gotta get a move on, man. Like, we don't have all day here. And I do recognize that this is a flaw, I think, because it puts on a lot of stress to go faster and go do better and be better. But at the same time, refuse to change this, because I feel like that's the only reason why I can even get to where I am today. So I think that's just gonna be how I go about doing things for the foreseeable future. Also, I don't like this face anymore. I think it's kind of weird. Front views are always kind of hard to align properly. I don't know what the issue is either. What am I complaining about? What's my brain complaining about? Yeah, like I don't think I would crash. I don't fully understand the definition of the word crash that you're using in this context, but it's fine. Like it's been like this for the past decade. We're doing so much better. Like I don't even know how to put this. I'm doing so much better than how things used to go for me. Like, as much as, like, you know, how painful art is right now, and how I feel like, hey, I'm struggling with stylization, finding something consistent. It's way worse back in the past, right? Like, so if I've lived through that, I'm not gonna have any issues here. So thank you for the concern, but we're definitely fine here. Progress might be shit though, but compared to the past, it's still blazing fast too. In the past, I would just play TF2, just stay in TF2. Oh man, I thought I can do better, man. I seriously felt like there's so many moments where I felt like I had it. It's like, hey, I can see the final Live 2D. It's gonna be great, but then I come back to it and I'm like, you know what? Like, this part is kind of missing something. It is the perfectionist part, but at the same time, it's like, if I'm noticing it now and I cannot sort of give it a rest, then I really cannot proceed, because it's only going to get worse. I'm only going to see this issue again and again and again and be more and more annoyed by it. So as much as I recognize as a perfectionist thing, there's also not much I can do about it until I can actually shut that part of my brain up. Which is either through improving of that thing or doing some really like Olympic level mental gymnastics to be okay with proceeding without changing anything. So one way or another is a very difficult thing to do. And that's kind of where we're stuck. Same problem right now. Fuck's sake. Every goddamn day, dude. I hope future me has resolved this issue. Unless I think about whether if like my past self, if I saw myself today, would I be proud of myself? And I don't know if the answer is a yes, honestly. I mean, it doesn't change what I'm trying to do here, or what I'm about to do anyways. We go by our plan. Nothing's changed. It's just that... I don't know. I need like a hair thingy. Hair is being a pain in the ass. Like, I feel like right now, some of these styles... Are you like dying or something? I don't know. I've always been very pessimistic in terms of I always see life as like you could possibly die tomorrow. But I mean, there's also not much point thinking like too much like that, because then you just get like you just be YOLO, right? You just do like a whole greedy algorithm on your life and then not invest time in anything that's long term. But yeah, like when things don't go well with art, especially with my own character, I crash out like crazy. Because my entire self-worth is on whether if I can essentially realize the whole goal, the whole dream of bringing her to life. So when I try something, I mean, it's gotten a lot better. Like right now, like when I get into a situation, a project, I'm very aware of what I can and cannot do. But there are like stuff like stylization, yeah, that's a problem. Actually, where is that difference? Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, I sound like I'm dying because the moment I feel like I cannot execute properly, like art properly, I don't see that future, right? That you know, that future that you're speaking of, the rest of my life with art ahead, I don't see it anymore. The moment I can do one thing. I mean, honestly, even up till now, I still don't really have anything to ground myself on. Like, if you tell me to draw something without, you know, without copying directly from reference, right? Not without using reference. I'm still gonna use reference, but without directly copying shapes and like stuff, I feel like I'll still be super duper stuck because of that style thing. I don't know why is it that I want out of it. Right now it's super duper broken too, because I keep trying to drill at this issue and it's like repeating a word over and over again. It's starting to lose meaning, and I'm super lost. Aww. Anyways, what am I talking about? Most people just try their luck, but when they get that fortune, they kind of stop learning. Okay, I don't have long enough of a short-term memory to remember what I just said. I'm not sure what that is relation to. Copying something. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I get that you have to kind of copy and study and borrow stuff from other people, and eventually you have your own sort of unique combination of all these things, right, put together. And then maybe somewhere in there you develop a new technique, and then it's revolutionary for you. Yeah, the problem is... It comes back to that whole, like, you know, if you want to draw a lot of art, if you want to make progress in art, you can't be too sentimental about what you're drawing, because it makes it really hard to proceed. But in my situation, it's just like super sentimental, because that's the whole reason why I'm doing this. And it's like, yeah, like because okay, if you give me right now, right, if you just tell me to make a live 2D model of my character in a specific style, I can do it. I can immediately do it. I have so many different versions of all the stuff. I know I can. But then it just comes back to be like, hey, you know, like this is like cheaping out. You know, if this was like my daughter or something, I feel like as a dad, I'm not doing the best that I could if I just do that. If I just did that. That's kind of what's blocking, super blocking me. Is it the face that's too wide here? What is the issue here? What am I on about? What is this nonsense? Doesn't work. The fuck is this? Kinda works? Doesn't really work. I think it's the eyes. The eyes that don't speak to me correct. Maybe the eyebrows? Yeah. Doesn't matter too much. Yeah, what do I want? The line art looks good, by the way. Like the, the original sketch I did as a concept. It was the first sketch I did. Well, not the first sketch, that's not true. But it was like the first sketch of that session. I did it without reference. It looked great. It still looks great. That's how I know that it's fine. But then when the colors come in, I'm like, the image is, the vibe is different now. What do I do? Maybe I just do a line art version. Just a line art live TV. Kind of like what we had before. Oh, but line art doesn't really work though, because when the parts overlap, man, it's gonna be a mess. Okay, you know what? Let's draw some other characters. Just to play around with the hair here. I see that they're trying to get like oh wow, they've really crowdfunded enough money. So for Fubuki's birthday, they're trying to get like a bunch of fan art shown on the Times Square screen thing, the really big Times Square screen. They want to put like a whole Fubuki. I don't know how long it's supposed to be, but let me see if we can find that thing for you guys real quick. Alright, this thing here. I'm just gonna translate it. I feel like reading it out. So they want to get this done, and I believe it's the deadline is like October, August, something. When is it? Sorry, when is the deadline? Okay, there's a deadline at some point, but anyways, I'm only bringing this up because I remembered it, not because I'm actually gonna go for this. I'm actually gonna go draw you Okayu instead. Not related. Not related. I just want to look at her hair real quick. T ガスト。ああ、なるほど。
できれば横にいてほしくてどこにもいてほしくなくて僕のことだけをずっと考えて
His face looks so ugly. I keep coming back to this. I don't know why. What is wrong with it? Nothing wrong with this, is it? Too much spacing here? Yeah, nah. No touch. Leave it. Trying you know, I figure me. Oh wait, yeah, okay, now I need to disconnect from the rep. Alright, you know what? Sequence the same way. Oh yes. Reset, please. I'm gonna redo this. It's probably just James Gurney because I don't really read books. And even the James Gurney one, I don't necessarily remember learning anything from it. Oh, I think I read it like twice too. I don't mean it as like you know, I knew everything that he mentioned in it, but it's mostly just a very bad retention sort of problem, because if I read it and I don't immediately feel like, hey, this is like super interesting and I really should remember this, then I'm gonna forget most of it, unless I also execute it on like what I saw in the book. Like maybe if they said like, hey, this thing in this kind of lighting condition you do this, and then I happen to be drawing something in the same condition, and then I executed it, and then I'm like, hey, you know, it looks pretty good, and I remember it, then I will remember what that was mentioned. But as of right now, it's basically just like a blank thing. I blanked out, you know. That's why I said I don't really remember learning anything from it. Not because there isn't anything to learn from. It's because I have not enough paid not enough attention, essentially. And this is essentially the gist of my strategy for work. Anything I read, anything I do, I extract as much information as I need out of it to do the current task on hand. And then once it's done, it gets unloaded. Everything gets unloaded. That's how I got through my university as well. It's very efficient in terms of information. You can pick everything you need for the entire course in like 2 weeks for the final exam. Assuming you do some metagaming where you predict questions from the exam. I spent more time predicting questions than I actually paid in class. You have past year papers, and then you have the current exams that you have done up to now. You have the professor's name. All of these things you take, and then you sort of be like, hey, you know what? He spends this much time teaching this nonsense. He already tested this. Syllabus dictates this. You know, reasonable assumption that he's going to be putting questions out on these topics. And you do targeted learning in 2 weeks, and then forget about everything else. Exams over, you forget about the thing too. Then, man, this part was tough because, dang, every course builds on it, some other previous course. So if you forget everything, guess what you have to do? The pain, yes. The irony of everything is I always like to think this is like a lazy way of doing things, but it's not really that low effort though, to be honest. Very, very tiring. This doesn't even look like okay. What is Okayo's defining feature? What is this? Alright, you guys can see this, but let me see how. Nope, I'm not looking for the food. Thank you. Oh, it's way longer. Wait, hang on, it's way longer. Yep. Right, it's being pulled again, right? Okay. 何でも好きに選びなあなたの心の中咲かせな秋祭り冬休みその閉じた心今こじ開けな開けならせな祭り祭り毎日としき何かの祭り祭りあれもこれもが大当たり比べるものは何もない勝ちや負けとか一切ないない何もしたこっちゃない好きにしてください Why am I pinching a nerve or something? Why is my hand glitching out? It really feels like my hand is glitching out. What? Getting numb like for a split second and then it's going away. Probably my posture or something. What's up with Okayo's back? Here. What's it look like? Oh, I see, it's just short hair. Okay. やりすぎじゃない？じゃあ、横は。やりすぎだわ。Sustainability. それじゃねえよ。
したこっちゃないああああ何にせよめでたい
I think that's fair enough. Meets the sequence of penalty.
街を切り裂くような排気音が足元でうなっている猛スピードで進む消えた出るランプのありか探してまっすぐに闇を
シロ
ラップにする強さでひた走る道路にはもう街灯さえないけれどきっと
Yeah, be a concerted effort
ヘ
to
ッドライト一つあれば何もいらないな瓦礫の下に埋もれた弱虫の声はいくら耳すましても聞こえやしないさ追いかけてくる後悔が視界を塞ぐ前に追いついた未来の端っこで何度もあなたを救い出すよ不意に記憶がブレーキをかけた下打ちの方向先は覗き込むミラーの向こう自分の
Indeed it is.
不事なさに気づいている時間などないのに
Actually no what? まあいいや。Rap.
漏れた弱虫の声はいくら耳塞いでも痛いほど響いてたあの日誓ったリベンジを忘れてたまるかと震えた心が今もうるさいほどその名前を叫んでる広ぶって笑っていたあなたの両方を拭うまで止まらないあそうさあの夜からあなたを迎えに来たんだ何度しくじろうとも広ぶって笑っていたあなたの絶望を抱きしめるまで負けない運命に殴られても痛くもかゆくもないと道路を駆け抜けてく瓦礫の下に埋もれた声をかき消しながら
push it go this way. What's it called? これかな? Oh, no server. I wouldn't say that, but I guess it's pretty quiet, huh? Like an awkward date. It's pretty quiet, huh? Hey, Pablo. Oh my god, the brain rot. Yeah, you know what? Do not care. Right, so is this further back now? Oh, not the same length.
てしまうのだろうかゆっくりと変わっていくゆっくりと変わっていくゆっくりと変わっていく僕らはゆっくりと忘れていくとても小さく少しずつ崩れる塔を眺めるように僕らはゆっくりと眠っていくゆっくりと眠っていく
もっと上じゃないわ。私が高い。
とても小さくあの木の真ん中に育っていく木陰のようにあなたはゆっくりと走っていく長い迷路の先もそれないままで確かに前を言いながら
I bet I gotta pee my pants.
あなたは夕日に溶けて私は夜明けに消えてもう二度と交わらないのならそれが運命だねあなたは明かりと申して私は光求めて怖くはない失うものなどない最初から何も持ってないそれじゃまたね少年の瞳は汚れ孤児の鐘は鳴り響けども聞こえないそれじゃまるで全部終わったみたいだねもう間違い先は長い忘れないから全て忘れて帰ろう全て流して帰ろうあの傷はうつけどこの渇きえねどもうどうでもいいの吹き飛ばそう爽やかな風と帰ろう優しく降る
Oh my god, the subtitle says I better pee my pants. Oh. Anyways, I'm back with a new set of pants. Oh my god, is that some cheeks I see? Oh my god, I don't understand how Robocall is oh my god, the original concept is kinda insane. She's just like half naked essentially. But because she's robot it's fine. Hmm. Okay, who's next? I'm just drawing faces today. Can't be bothered. Anything else? Doing anything else? Can't even bother speaking probably, apparently. い。次は誰だ？ヒナーノにしよう。どこだ？これじゃないわ。あ、です。You can tell, like, also, I appreciate the effort put into that. Oh my god. What in the world is this character? How did you do this? What in the hell is this? What is this thing? God damn, dude. Amazing. Good shit. But yeah, you can tell I'm starting to get more and more unhinged. The ASDF is now gone. I'm starting without waiting stream and starting minutes earlier, and I just start ranting. Sitting around for like half an hour doing nothing. Inano. Denai wai. Deta. Actually, why am I searching on Twitter? I don't even care. Give me on Google here. No more BRB. Ah, これじゃない。これも、でもない。ここだ。Wait, you cannot see her eyebrows in the original model? Hmm. Hello, YouTube? YouTube did stop me. Okay, これにしようか。Too much chin or something? What is going on? Oh, it's 254s, isn't it? It's like furry proportions. All right. Ah, đấy, so yeah, anterior.
ョコより甘い温度で溶ける
足りてない気がするんだけど。
互いに惹かれ合って僕たちは出会ってしまう僕はいつかあなたの恋人になりたいとてもいいような夜だけどどよめききらめきと君もまだ止まった刻む針も入り浸った散らかる部屋も変わらないね思い出しては二人年を重ねてたまた止まった落とす針をよく流した聞き飽きるほど変わらないね変わらないでいられたのは君だけか無駄話ではぐらかして触れた先をためらうように足踏みしてずれた針をよそに揃い始めてた息がとてもいいような夜だけどどよめききらめきと君もとてもいいような夜だけど二人刻もうトゥトゥルトゥル透き通った白い肌もその笑った無邪気な顔も変わらないね変わらないでいられるのは今だけか見つめるほどに溢れるメモリーふわつく心にコーヒーを乱れた部屋にかすれたメロディー混ざり合ってよもう一度とてもいいような夜だけどときめき色めきと君もとてもいいような夜だけど二人刻もうトゥトゥルトゥル夜は長いおぼつかない今にも止まりそうなミュージック君といたい溺れてたい明日が来なくたって
Things are bad. I actually feel like working right now instead of drawing.
とてもいいような夜だけどどよめききらめきと君もとてもいいような夜だけど愛してとてもいいから僕だけをふらつきよろめきながらもとてもいいような夜だけ
I think
ど
the key felt because like, oh my god. The heck? The pool is different. Which way is the pool? This way?
柔らかな手通る白肌触れる声と鮮やかな表情恋する僕の淡い影色君の見せる光の投影 全部見えちゃいない
すればいいことではない。
もう目的に君を思うよ君の過去に連なる恋人僕の胸を締め付けてるんだずっとずっとそんな気持ちがさ僕の頭の隅っこでぎゅっとぎゅっとしがみついているから不意に涙が伝ういっそ消してしまいたいな君が恋してた形跡も誰かと深く絡み合って染み込んだその痕跡も見ないふりしたって過ぎるその光景ばっかりに僕の知らない君の笑顔があった
Actually, what is going on with her hair? I kind of forgot. It's quite complicated. Hmm.
君の過去に手を伸ばす僕を明日ないとたしなめてるのは諦めとか妥協でできたやけに大人ぶる未来の僕何度何度祈ってみてもさきっときっと時は戻らないしいっそいっそ死んでしまえたら
Figure? Surely she has figures, right? Okay. No one's answering the question. What is going on with the side of the head? Wait, this is not it. I got scammed. Now we want this. わかりまへん。適当。ありがとうございます。ちょい上から。いつか後悔すんだって君に恋した瞬間を二人で長く見つめ合って知ってしまった痕跡を他人のままずっと初めからいられたらなんてなんで知ってしまったんだ君が恋してた形跡も誰かと深く絡み合って染み込んだその痕跡も許すことが僕にできたならこの感情だって Oh man, why is it that I always know what you're trying to say? I know exactly what you want to ask. Please tell me others got it too, so it's not just me being weird. Only one way to find out. What is going on with the ribbon as well? Oh my god, there's so many things happening. Oh, what do I do now? Alright. So what? The sides are accounted for, right? So just the back, I guess? Base color with light source first? Then multiply? I don't think that's the question that he has in mind though. Kiryu.
究極のアイドル金輪際現れない一番星の生まれ変わりその笑顔で
Cannot see the perspective on this side.
誰も虜にしていくその瞳がその言葉が嘘でもそれは完全な愛はいはいあの子は特別です我々は花からおまけです
Proportion's not quite right either, but
引き立て役 B です全てがあの子のおかげなわけないしゃらくさい妬み嫉妬なんてないわけがないこれはネタじゃないからこそ許せない完璧じゃない君じゃ許せない自分を許せない誰よりも強い君以外は認めない誰もが信じ崇めてるまさに最強で無敵のアイドル弱点なんて見当たらない一番星を宿してる弱いとこなんて見せちゃダメダメ知りたくないとこは見せずに唯一無二じゃなくちゃいやいや
ha ha ha, he said shitty. So funny, dude. Wow.
隠しきるこの秘密だけは愛してるって嘘で積むキャリアこれこそ私なりの愛だ流れる汗も綺麗なアクアルビーを隠したこのまぶた歌い踊りの私はマリアそう嘘はとびきりの愛だ誰かに愛されたことも誰かのこと愛したことも
あれ
そんな私の嘘が
サトリさん
いつか本当になること信じてるいつかきっと全部手に入れる私はそう欲張りなアイドルと信頼でみんなのことちゃんと愛したいから今日も嘘をつくのこの言葉がいつか本当になる日を願って
Copy image.
それでもまだ君と君にだけ
Copy
は
image.
見えず
Yes,
に
sir.
いたけどやっと言えたこれは絶対嘘じゃない愛してる
Oh, okay, the rabbit has a knife. I was wondering why there's a knife here, just kind of floating. Because everything is pink.
「夜に浮かんでいたクラゲのような月が外れたバス停の背を覗けばあの夏の君が頭に」
This feels like rehab. This really does feels like rehab. Low stakes, low effort, random sketches with no emotional attachment. It's just a get back on your feet stream. Just ignore the circle. Why do you even draw it? Okay, there you go.
追いつけないまま大人になって君のポケットに夜が咲く口に出せなくても僕ら一つだそれでいいだろうもう君の思い出を噛みしめてるだけ待って分かってよなんでもないから僕の歌を笑わないで空中散歩の SOS 僕は今灰にまみれてく海の底息を飲み干す夢を見たただ揺らぎの中空を眺める僕の手を遮った夢の跡が君の熱が吐き出せない歌方の庭の隅を光の泳ぐ空にさざめく文字の句波の狭間で君が届いただけなんてもっとすがってよ知ってしまうから僕の歌を笑わないで懐中列車に届いた涙なんて取り去ってしまってよ言ってしまうなら君はここに戻らないで空中散歩と4拍子僕は
あれなくなっちゃった。Wow, that's a really thick neck we can.
飲まれてく空の底灰の中で夢を描いた今心の奥消える光が君の背をかき消した触れる跡が夢の続きが始まらない僕はまだ忘れないのに光に届く波に揺らめく夜の奥僕の心に君が手を振っただけなんてそっと塞いでよもういらないからそんな嘘を歌わないで信じてたって笑うようなハッピーエンドなんて逆らってしまってよこんな世界なら君はここで止まらないで泣いて笑ってよ一等星愛は消えない君を描いた僕にもっと知らない人の吸った愛を僕を殺しちゃった期待の言葉とか聞こえないように笑ってんの
Hello, G-Talk. Hello. イエーイ。
最終列車と泣き止んだあの空に溺れていく
Yes, low effort. Let's go. What's next? Ugh.
花咲くやから引く頬にさざ波夜は海あなたは水木は一人微笑むだけ今思い出に僕は都地
もぐもぐコロネじゃないわい。Okay. I'm just gonna take this one. もぐもぐコロネでっか。
心なし乾いたら別れの時間だぜ夏風もまれてあなたに浅い影さらり花咲くやから引く頬にさざ波夜は海あなたは水木は一人手を振るだけ今思い出に僕は都地朝焼け綺麗だね船はもう立つんだぜ海猫が泣いたねあなたも泣くんだね人里離れてナルトは向かい波飛ぶ鳥は遠くへ明日から向こうまで水に落ち流れやがて浮きあなたに焦がれる船は海惜しみがく指輪思うだけばかり
指
散る思い出は波か都地都離れて船進む水は流れて時もまた僕はあなたの思い出にただの記憶にから引く頬の寄せきゆ波の花あなたは水木は一人微笑むだけ今思い出に僕はさらり花咲くやから引く頬にさざ波夜は海あなたは水木は一人手を振るだけ
Nothing too special. Go back down.
くだらねえいつになりゃ終わるなんか死にて気持ちでブラブラブラ残念手前じゃ所在ねあじゃらかもくれんてけれつのパうぜえじゃらくれたタコがやってらんねえよだ吹きブラブラブラ悪戦抱えどこへ行くあじゃらかもくれんてけれつのパ Yeah, yeah, please, please help me じっとこんがらがって目がくらんだだけなんだわ Yeah, yeah, please, please help me そんなけったいなことばっか言わんでよさしたってやああ日が消える日が消える夜明けを待たず
My tablet has started DDoSing me.
面白くなるところだったのにあちゅちゅちゅちゅちゅちゅあちゅちゅちゅちゅちゅちゅあちゅちゅちゅちゅちゅしね霧もヘチマもね半端ぬかし死ぬまでブラブラブラ雑ねそりゃ渡りに船あじゃらかもくれんてけれつのパつれ一ビリのガキが買ってやらかしょ髪はブラブラブラおんねこれじゃ気が済まんねあじゃらかもくれんてけれつのばさあどこからどこまでやればいい攻めくの果てに覗けるやつがいい飛んで滑って泣いてわめいた顔が見たいどうせ俺らの仲間入りYeah, yeah, please, please help me そうだ山津は人の常なんたはどうすんだ Yeah, yeah, please, please help me あんな絵も持ったらこうなるわそりゃあんたのせいやんかああどこへ行くどこへ行く妻子もいるんですあちゅちゅちゅちゅちゅああ香り立つ香り立つおしまいのフレグランスあちゅちゅちゅちゅちゅああ日が消える日が消える夜明けを待たずあちゅちゅちゅちゅちゅああ面白くなるところだったのに老人が君に言いました残りの寿命を買わせてよ50年を50億で買おう人生をやり直したいとただ起きて食って働いて寝て起きて働く毎日だそれなのに手放したくない理由を考えてみたよ体も痛くなるだろうし友達もいなくなるんだろうな恋愛もできなくなるよな
Tablet is DDoSing me. I cannot see anything when it's blacked out.
僕が生きてるこの時間は50億以上の価値があるでしょ生きてるだけで丸儲けこれ以上何が欲しいというの
Let's see. So it goes up and around.
老人が君に言いましたそれなら倍の100億出そう奥さん子供もつけるから皇帝も仕事もつけるからさ50年が100億ならば 年収に億の大富豪だ。でも好きな人は自分でさ見つけたいからいらないよ。僕が生きてるこの時間は100億以上の価値があるでしょ。生きてるだけで丸儲け何にでもなれる今がいいの。どんな夢を描いてもいい。どんな恋をしたって無限大の可能性は誰にも譲れない。何十回立ち止まってもそれでも僕を諦めない。僕が生きる理由は僕が決めるから。僕らが生きる時間は決して安いものじゃないから。後悔しない選択を選んでほしいの。頑張ろう頑張ろう頑張れ。頑張ろう頑張ろう頑張れ。頑張ろう頑張ろう頑張れ。頑張ろう頑張ろう頑張れ。涼しい風吹く青空の匂い。今日はたらっと過ごしてみようか。風鈴がチリンひまわりの黄色。私には関係ないと思っていたんだ。夏が始まったいつがした傷つき疲れるけどもいいんだ。次の恋の行方はどこだ。映画じゃない主役は誰だ。映画じゃない僕らの番だ。
夏。
優しい風吹く夕焼けのまたね。わかっているけどいつか終わる。風鈴がチリンスイカの種飛ばし。私にも関係あるかもね。友達の嘘も転がされる。
Don't know what I'm doing here. Kinda works, but kinda doesn't. It's kind of long, I think. This is for short and it will be probably closer. Alright, what now? 目とがいいかも。
夏が始まった君はどうだ素直になれる勇気はあるかこの恋の行方はどこだ映画じゃない愛しい日々だ恋が始まったあいつがした今日を待ちわびたなんて日だまだまだ終われないこの夏は映画じゃない
ちょうどいいか。
君らの番だ映画じゃない僕らの青だ映画じゃない僕らの夏だあなたに会いたくて生まれてきたんだよ今伝えたいんだよ私はただ
Indeed. Although I don't think this lady here has it. I think of all the characters today, only what, half of them have? Sorry. Yeah, half, right? So 1, 2, 3 has it. And then 1, 2, 3 does not.
いつの間にかすぐそばにあることを忘れて今日も浮かんでます思い出は歩いてきたかしたと
I've always liked those YouTube, oh my god. Those Twitter accounts that just post like random sketches. No, like no rendering, just sketch, just lines. Whether if that's like a story or some kind of scenario or not is irrelevant, but like it's just sketches. Random, yeah, and then like the most random username. It always looks fun. Like I think those are kind of fun because then I don't have to worry about render. There's no cleanup of lines. I can churn out multiple a day. Maybe we should just do that for a while. Actually, I'm getting too sidetracked by the it's so hard still. Like I look at the reference and I get pulled away by the reference. And then my control gets disrupted and I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I cannot find the original vibe. Let's see. Anyways, let's all practice anyway. Let's disconnect and reconnection. Maybe I should take a break from live 2D stuff. But we're so close though, I can just decide. But I can't decide, that's the problem. Mood point. I'm gonna need a little bit more to align this. Do not know what the problem is. 혹시나 너무 가오랑해. 호쇼. 야바이. feel the hair goes in. I don't know what's happening here. Why is it locked? Anyway, it's done. Oh, man. Messan, Messan. I don't know if you guys know these VTubers. Some of these non-Hololive, non-Nijisanji ones. Okay, where is it? Where are the other guys? Ah, here. Oh no, it's not a good idea. Let's give her the other hat. I think this sequence is too high. For us, it's too high. The hair doesn't match the vibe. Not big enough. Bump this out.
にかかったように世界は作り変わってこの部屋に立ち込めた救えない憂鬱を美味しそうによく噛んであなたは飲み込んだ
I think it's fine. It's kind of sideways, but might be better that way.
明日会えたらその時は素直になれたらいいなどこまでも続くような青の季節は4つ並ぶまだこの前を遮るものは何もないアスファルトセミしぐれを反射して君という沈黙が聞こえなくなるこの日々が色あせる僕と違う君の匂いを知ってしまっても置き忘れてきた永遠のそこに今でも青が澄んでいる今でも青は澄んでいるどんな祈りも言葉も近づけるのに届かなかったまるで静かな恋のような頬を伝った夏のような色の中君を乗ることがずっと喉の奥に使えてるまた会えるよねって声にならない声昼下がり
OK、メッサン。はい、次。中儀、中儀。I still haven't saved this this canvas yet. I don't know if there's any point. I guess I should. I'm probably never coming back to this stuff. ウィスポーと誰だ誰がいるかな
今でも青が澄んでいる今でも青は澄んでいるどんな祈りも言葉も近づけるのに届かなかったまるで静かな恋のような
穴ぶ
頬を伝った夏のような色の中君を乗る言葉がずっと喉の奥に使えてるまた会えるよねって声にならない声無限に膨張する金貨の星の粒のように指の隙間をこぼれた
メッサンの帽子かなパクリパクリあでっかThis is interesting. This is the rendering that I don't like. This is the rendering that tends to happen when I just do random stuff. And I don't like it because it doesn't feel very controlled. There's a lot of shapes everywhere. I like the ones that has like a very do we have any here? But the shapes are bigger, I think, and nicer. It doesn't get as noisy. Yeah, there's a lot of random soft shape. Like the shapes are not very well defined, but they're kind of still really obvious. Like, you know, it's like in between trying to be a hard edge or a soft edge. And then there's a lot of it. And then from the brush strokes, I can tell like it's like a single stroke. Some of these are like, you know, it feels like, I don't know. Yeah, like the fact, yeah, like this white part that goes all the way to the end, but then there's just like a darker shadow on the left side. I don't know how to describe it. The vibes that it gives me, I don't like it. And this is kind of how I'm getting stuck right now. I'm getting stuck with the Live 2D because I cannot replicate that sort of rendering that I want to get. I don't know how to get there. And then also with the setup of the hair, the physical sort of where does each bundle start and end? Because when I do it, now it's a little bit close. But like for my own character here, this part here especially is the problem. It's like just a round area. I don't have like that sort of point that everybody spawns from when I draw it. I could group it, but I don't really want to group it like this. I don't like this line, maybe. This line right here. Because then it separates this front bundle out. I don't know, actually. I don't know what is it that I want. There's a lot of confusion. Conflicting problems. Making it really hard to make a judgment call. I don't know if you're... Is that an autocorrect? Or is that like done on purpose? I don't know. But yes, the rule of the Ahegao, indeed. Just like the... Because at the top of the head, there's like a row where hair spawns, right? And then everything comes out like this. Or like sometimes it's just a shorter length or a dot, a circle. Hey, this looks different from what I got. It looks nicer too. Oh man. I'll take a quick glance at my thing off screen here. How does my thing look again? Oh, it's just a failed one. Wah wah wee wah. 考えすぎじゃない？毎回そうだけど。何も変わってないね。Yeah, it likes the character in Live 2D, I feel like. 2D gets very stiff. Like the eyes here are kind of like coming this way, but I think in Live 2D it would just tend to be straight down. Which would have made this a little bit more stiff, I think. No, it still works. Never mind. What am I talking about? What's the difference? Maybe it's the mouth here? Because this would not be doable. It would just be like this. Still works. Wait, what? Okay. Some other time. It says I'm gonna get sucked in and then get stuck again. Hanabuka. I don't actually know. I guess it's just I've never drawn this character before. Maybe I can draw her tomorrow. I need to think about like we need to do some rendering stuff. What am I gonna do? Yeah, I still think like a simpler style would be better for Live 2D. Less complexity to worry about when we do all the angles. In which case, like the hair is pretty empty. It's mostly just like very hard shadows like ambient occlusion. Which I still do have issues with. Ambient occlusion. Okay, let's save this. I'll probably just end here for today. It's been a nice rehab. Maybe I'll just rehab for like an entire week. Maybe just do sketches. What do I name this? I'm just gonna name this illustration. Very cool. Yeah, you know what? Let me just end here. It's been interesting, at least. What does having fun feel like? I kinda forgot what having fun feels like. Now that I'm done, I look back and I'm like, yeah, it looks pretty cute and pretty nice, and nice that I can do this without too much effort. Missing rest of the body though, but yeah. Anyways, I think I'm just too tired. I probably should just shut up and go to bed. And then tomorrow is a Thursday, and I'll see how I feel. Maybe I'll just continue to sketch a little bit more. I think I need to do more original illustrations. Whether if it's my own character or not, it doesn't really matter. Just like more rendered stuff. And I can probably figure out what to do from there. So anyways, thank you guys for keeping me company. Have a good night. See you guys tomorrow.